Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. You know, serious though.
Watch, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 Rock, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie?
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
In that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
I understand that they independently ignorant in Indianapolis. And I've just heard recently, because my boy KB Goes Live says that the goons in Indianapolis banned Boosie from their section. I'm only interested in the subject because as of recent, Boosie been looking out for two of my little homies, Spiffy Luciano and Crip Mac. So I have developed a new appreciation for Boosie by way of that. And I'm curious when I see this title as to why they were banned from Indianapolis, if that's true or not. But with no further ado, I figure we could all see what they say Boosie and them Indianapolis goons have been up to. You dig a lot? Let's see. Let's do it like this, though. Bam.
I'm not coming back to Naptown. It's over with for Naptown.
They would. See, Mac, teach your boy how he should be saying neighborhood town. He's just ear busting.
He's back. You know what it is. I'm back in the nap. Naptown, I'm back.
All right, so it looks like Lil Boosie got a little bit of beef on his hands today, as his show that was scheduled to happen in Indianapolis in July has just been canceled by the promoters that booked it due to safety concerns for the general public and for Boosie if he showed up. Now, this all comes after last year. Boosie got into it with people in Indianapolis after his daughter went out there to be a judge in like a talent show that they were happening, and there was some discrepancies in the payment details for Boosie's daughter. Y'all might remember the headlines. People were saying Boosie's daughter got robbed in Indianapolis by Yankee club promoters. Boosie ended up going off on live saying that he was never coming back to Indianapolis or Naptown because of the bad business.
Played with my daughter money in Naptown. Broke. Ain't got money, ain't got no back end. Got money, bro. Just broke. Janky promoters in Naptown, bro. Like, I'd rather y'all take my shit than take my daughter's shit, bro. So, I'm not coming back to Naptown. It's over with for Naptown. Appreciate all the love y'all showed me through all the years, but I'm not coming back to Naptown. It's over with. You want me back, you gotta pay that time for what they took from my daughter. But it's over with for Naptown.
You say for my daughter or my dog? I'm just curious.
Niggas just do bad business. Just got janky promoters in Naptown. Just got janky promoters. So any other artists who see this putting y'all on game, y'all don't need to go out there neither. I ain't got your back in. Took my daughter money, man. Got my daughter.
He said his daughter. Is he on here pushing the line, politicking on behalf of and with the daughter that he disrespected, was disowning based on the fact that she like kitty cat? I'm just curious.
Bet.
This actually ended up in a rapper named Glock Fetty dropping a diss song against Boosie called No Fly Zone, where he pretty much, quote unquote, banned Boosie from coming to the city ever again. Now, that was last year. And then obviously, you know, this year he booked a show in July. And like I said, that show has been canceled, mostly due to safety concerns. Now, back when this all first went down, a promoter who actually booked Boosie's daughter went on live and he kind of told the world what his version of events was. And he pretty much said, look, man, Boosie's daughter showed up. We had agreed to a certain amount of money for a certain amount of things that she was going to do. When she showed up, I had some of it in cash. Some of it was in the bank. I was going to have to hit the bank to get the rest of her money. money. She said she wanted some smoke. So I took a little bit of money off the top of what I had in my pocket to give her right then.
Brothers, y'all going for that? Y'all let me know in the chat.
And I went and got her some trees. When I came back and gave her the money that was remaining, she had a problem with that. The ego kicked in. She started accusing them of pretty much trying to rip her off. She started spazzing, leading to him, his uncle, her manager, all of them getting into a big back and forth, right? This is what started this situation.
Long story short, I have all the money lined up, basically. It's not about the money at this point. This is about ego at one certain time. And I'm going to tell you how this went. I have all the money lined up, you see what I'm saying? I just invested in it based on the fact that we only got 10 artists. So we wanted 20. 10 was the threshold. You do 250 times 10, that's 2,500. She wanted 4,000. She wanted 1,000 for the Twitch stream, and she wanted 500, you know what I'm saying, to go do a walkthrough, do a Midwest tour. The only thing that fell through was Midwest tour. It's the longest story ever, but I want y'all to hear how it goes. She get off the plane. Everything's smooth, you feel what I'm saying? She tell me she want to go get food. She want to go to the hotel. We go to the hotel. I had to tell her right then, I have this much on me, 600, and then we're going to go to the bank. By the time that we do our promos, by the time we get in mode to make all this money, I'm about to cash you all the way out. This is the move. So I go, get my hair, or we drop her off to the hotel, everything's smooth. She tell me, and this is more transparent because I don't sell weed. She want to get some, you know what I'm saying, something to get her right. Boom. All right, cool. This costs this much. You give this much. So say, for instance, now if I owe you something and this costs this much and you never put it in my hand, that means that it comes off the top basically in my head. So I handed her $450 in her hand basically just off the strength to say, this is, you know what I'm saying, just to get you over with till we get from the bank. Because we already know, like I said, the money just cashed out. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I just got you off the plane. We go to the hotel. I go get my braids done. You know what I'm saying? We about to do the promo. I pull back up to the hotel. She's sitting in there in the room. I'm like, what up, Ivy? What's the word? She's like, what up, sicko boy? I just talked to her manager.
The fluency, how fluently he repeats alleged details tends to lend the authenticity into what he's saying. I'm just saying.
And let him know that none of the people locked in for the slots. So we were going to create an opportunity and I was still going to pay for it. If I handed you that money, right, like I said, and it was $450 cash that I handed you, but it was $80 for what you said you wanted. I said, okay, Ivy, here's $450. That 80, I'm gonna put that towards that. She said, okay. When I come back and I said I put that towards that, she like, nah, you only gave me $450. In my mind, I'm thinking, all right, well, if I gave you $450 and I just bought that for you, we'll just pay the rest of it. She didn't understand that when you do something for somebody up front or whatever that may look like, it comes off the top. She thought that over a small situation, because maybe from the South or maybe they don't do math that fast, or I'm not sure what exactly it may be, but she didn't understand that I wasn't playing with her money. And I tried to explain it and she flashed out. You were supposed to have my money when I got off the plane. Matter of fact, till we start Twitch streaming, get the at the hotel. I look at her.
That ignorant mind frame that can affect business. I long learned or heard legendary story of J.O. Felony fucking off his Def Jam plug about pressing Russell Simmons and the office about some money that was being delayed. In recent years, I had him on my platform, had the opportunity to ask him about that. And he denied that that was a reality. But before I got the opportunity to ask him that, I long understood and believed J.O. Felly got wet, smoked a stick, and went up in Def Jam and busted nutty over some funds that the record label was saying they had to delay. He had a date that he thought he was going to receive him, didn't receive him on that date, and instead of him just going for the okie doke or being patient and waiting for the new date, I thought he had went up there and showed his ass and fucked off his plug. But he said that ain't the case when he was on the Black Box last. So I know he know how to make that story up. I would love to give him the opportunity to clarify where that story came from. Shout out to One Shot Kill Bullet Loco, JF Felony, SD Keyway, Nightwood, Siete.
Manager, I look back at her, I'm like, what's going on right now? This sicko boy we talking about, the coolest, most chill, nonchalant. That ain't on nothing, you see what I'm saying? Long story short, it was $190 short cash. She didn't even let me get the opportunity to talk about the money that was coming in the door or nothing. She just, oh, and this short right here, and flashed out, took it to the max level. Then she went as far as to tell me, matter of fact, get the at the Airbnb until we start Twitch streaming. You see what I'm saying? I stood my ground and simply what I did, and I said, hold on, you tripping right now. I'm gonna stand right here till my uncle walk in this building like he was about to. When I say that, she pushed me, put her hands on me, you see what I'm saying? Now it's different. We done came down here, supply job with car, ride, we paying y'all money. All you gotta do is just sit and judge our artists, blah, blah, blah. And you tweaking on me about a misunderstanding, basically. And like I said, it's not something that I escalated with her. She went so as far to get so mad to say, get out the spot right now. And nigga, when I didn't, she pushed me. So long story short, we gave them something to protect themselves while they was there. Immediately, once I seen that was not going how it was supposed to go, I grabbed what they had, put that, you know what I'm saying, back in my pocket. It was like, oh, okay. You just put your hands, left out the building. Unc came back up the stairs like, hold on, nephew, what's going on? I'm like, they in there tripping right now, Unc. And I'm already past it because if I would have put my hands on Ivy, if I would have pushed Ivy, it would be a totally different story. She didn't give me the chance to explain. And Junior Board, which is the manager, he never said nothing. He stood there as she flashed out, popped her, pushed, did all this and kept doing this. I said, get this bitch. That come out of my mouth after a past anger because, mind you, I'm not even a disrespectful person. I don't even call females bitches, you see what I'm saying? So I got to be mad. At this particular time, Junior Boy, her manager, after he didn't say nothing the entire time, grabbed my shirt. Now we standing here at a standstill, grabbing each other, looking at each other crazy. Now it done escalated past just talking. You see what I'm saying?
Now, this does just sound like bad business, a miscommunication that took place. She was expecting the money up front. He was expecting to be able to pay her out a little bit later. A real simple business dispute that kind of boiled over into almost a physical altercation. So this promoter comes out, he tells his side of the story, what he says went down. Boosie responds with that video from earlier saying, look, I ain't never coming back to Indianapolis. I'm never coming back to Naptown until y'all give my daughter what she's owed. Well, actually 4 times what she's owed is what Boosie said. He pretty much blacklisted the city from him coming out and performing. Boosie is pretty big out there in Indianapolis. So they took it personal, especially since the people around the promoter felt like he definitely wasn't in the wrong. It's not like he wasn't trying to pay her. He just wanted to hit the bank a little bit later. So when Boosie drops that video saying he's blacklisting the whole city from him ever coming out performing, people around the area took it personal.
For what you want to say, Boosie got influence. His voice and statements make impact. On my mama.
Like I said earlier, that led to this guy, Glock Fetty, dropping this song, No Fly Zone, where he pretty much took shots at Boosie and said, you couldn't come back to the city even if you wanted to. This is a no-fly zone. And if you come out here, something bad could happen to you.
Boosie, I like Webby anyway. Over Boosie, I pick Webby any day. These niggas keep on down in my city. Like we ain't got them 100 rounds in them 50s. Like we ain't got them fully autos and semis. Like we ain't riding 4 Giatos and Hemis. Like we won't stretch a out for this shit. Like we won't run a out of this bitch. Trust me, I know how a father can feel about their kid. But as much as my city done carried your boy, you should never speak on where I live. The homie wasn't trying to get over, he was trying to shine. Just on some different shit. Your daughter did bad business, and you trying to act like she innocent. Do you see what I done did here? I'm just making shit real clear. Then Dallas got with you, my city will get you, and it'll be more than a wheelchair. Boom, 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 boom.
As you can see, he had some words for Boosie on that song, and they shot a little music video. You can see the city popping out, supporting Glock Fetty with his movement of banning Boosie from the city. And for the last year, Boosie hasn't went back to Indianapolis, but he posted a video up on his Instagram just about a year after all this went down, saying that he was indeed about to pop back out and he was about to do a show in the city.
He's back. You know what it is. I'm back in the nap. Naptown, I'm back. July 19th. You already know it's a sellout. Boosie back in town. Man, we finna cut up so bad. Oh, Naptown, we finna cut up so bad. You know, I ain't even gotta sing my music in Naptown. I can put the mic in the crowd like this. I can put the mic in the crowd like this. I'm back in the nap. It's a party, man. All the real in Naptown in the building. I raised Naptown. Yeah, I raised Naptown. You better ask somebody. It's going down. Naptown, bad on deck. We popping. Hey. I'm happy as a bitch. I'm back in the nap, man. July 19th, La Flocka, nigga. Boosie, boom.
Now, since Boosie put that video out, there have been multiple people respond and react to this, including the original promoter who had the back and forth with Boosie's daughter, and with Glock Fetty, the rapper who dropped the diss song against him, right? Fetty went over on Facebook. He posted this right here up, which is just a screenshot of the Lil Boosie live streamer. He said he was never coming back to Indianapolis, and he simply said, "This is what y'all booking. I can't take this serious, man." Right now, he also did like 40-minute live stream about this. I will play a piece of that here in just a minute, but before I play it, the original promoter that pretty much all of this started over took a moment to share his thoughts on what he kind of thought about the situation. Here's what he said.
All right, what's going on, y'all? Man, it's your boy, Sicko Boy from Hit the Stage, man. I've been seeing it. It's coming back up that Boosie coming to the city of Indianapolis here soon, you know what I'm saying, for a show. I feel like as a city of Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying, we all know what happened for the most part, so I ain't going to give the whole story, the whole rundown. But I'm going to speak on a few different topics that I've been seeing as far as, you know what I'm saying, some highlights. So first and foremost, man, I've been seeing a few people siding with the whole situation due to the fact that Boosie, you know what I'm saying, is supposed to be getting some grace because of what happened with his daughter. And I want to start with that situation being that that's where it originated from in general. I think that with Boosie, you know what I'm saying, standing up for his daughter, I think that that's something that we can all acknowledge as parents, because I'm a father as well. I got a young daughter. If she came to me with a story, you know what I'm saying, or if she told me something that I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, proud to hear, or something that would scare me, I think that I will react in any way, you know what I'm saying, as a father. So I do think that that's something to acknowledge. But I just want to go back, like I said, briefly on the root of the story, because I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I do think that there was some situations that got misconstrued. He's saying basically that his apology won't be able to happen because that he felt like somebody fat-mouthed to his daughter with a gun. And I feel like I just want to clear my, you know what I'm saying, my space. Everybody knows Sicko Boy again. I ain't going to talk all the details, but I'm cool, I'm smooth, I'm non-confrontational, I don't have problems with nobody. So if I got a gun, y'all know I got my gun just to protect. And I even went as far as, like I said, to supply them with something to protect themselves as well. So now I got two. If I got two weapons and I'm resolving the issue and I'm taking them.
I ain't gonna lie, all this weapon talk, who had what, reminded me of the last case that Boosie caught. I think we as a community have started having too many conversations online that did not belong there. And we kind of got the idea they banning Boosie from Indianapolis. I don't think he worried about it. Boosie been around long enough. I'm sure some indie cats telling him, pull up, you good. And us as an audience are going to see how it turns out, good or bad. Oh, my.
Let me get you on camera. Where you from?
California.
No, for real. You know, I'm serious though.
Watts, baby.
I know where you from though. Where you from?
Eastside PJ Watts.
I'm from Grace 2 out, nigga.
Right.
They call you, homie.
Big Slice.
Big Slice?
Yes, yes.
All right, nigga. They call me Puto, cuz.
Right.
Wasn't that puzzle. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.